Adam Barlow, and today we're actually going to be talking about building a feeder for the chickens. So this channel right here, I'm with Trevor Barlow, he's my brother, so check out his channel. I'll have the description down below. But we're going to be talking about how to make a feeder using simple things to be able to feed chickens. You can see them in the background. We have them back here. They're kind of over here watching what we're doing. And so that you can fill this feeder full of food, and you can sit it out and they can continue to feed itself as they eat through that food instead of having to fill that every single day. So it just really helps out with the farming. Is that right?
That's right.
How long have you used this?
I've been doing it for years. You can see our old one back there. It's a little orange one. It's a little sun rotted, but it still works fine. I just wanted to show you guys how to build it so that you can do it yourself. This is a really cheap and low maintenance system.
So thank you for joining us.
I like to look for ways that are low maintenance so that on the days that I'm in a hurry, I can just quickly get my chores done and get out on the road and get done what I need to. And this is perfect for that. This is a solution that I've adapted off of a couple of other chicken feeders that I've seen in the past. It has worked really well for me, and we've been using it for years. As you can see in the background, there's a little orange one right there. That orange one we've been using for years and years, and it's still going great, but I wanted to show you how to do it. This whole system, it costs less than $10 if you go and buy the things, but I'm sure around your little homestead, you have them.
You know, my favorite thing about this whole feeder is the fact that it uses simple things. He'll show you all these things that we're using to be able to build something that everybody can do, to be able to make homesteading more efficient, to be able to make raising chickens more efficient. So I'm super excited to see this. Let's get started. So what do we have?
All right, so to start off, you need a 5-gallon bucket. Now almost everyone has a 5-gallon bucket sitting around, and it doesn't have to be anything special. We have 3-inch heads. Now the 3-inch is what I found works the best for chickens of all sizes to be able to get their head in and get to the food. We have a drill bit. A drill and drill bit, doesn't matter what size, and I'll show you a little bit why in a little while. You're gonna need a utility knife and a Sharpie.
And we'll finish up with some caulking, right?
Yep.
Just to seal it off?
Seal it off.
Okay.
All right, to get this kicked off, we're gonna take one of our fittings. Now, the placement of this is a little bit important, although it's not gonna kill your feeder one way or the other. You need to make sure that you leave enough room for the feed to come underneath, and so the chickens can get to it, but you don't want it too high that the chickens can't get their head into it. So imagine you're a chicken. A chicken is about this tall. We're gonna start, and that's where we're gonna put our head, our circle. Now, if you'd help me, Adam, just go ahead and draw that line on there.
Okay.
Now I like to do 2 on every feeder, just because it allows for multiple chickens to be eating at once. So we're gonna go ahead and draw 2 circles on there. Okay, here's the lid. Next step is we're gonna take this drill bit. Now the reason I chose to just use any old drill bit and not go get a 3-inch drill bit is when I was at the store looking to price this thing out, a 3-inch head is $45. And although we have one, you guys might not have one. So I'm gonna show how you guys can do this with the tools that you have laying around.
I really like that. So this is just something that everybody can do. This is something that you can pick up if you're just a hobby, if you're raising chickens just for a hobby, or if you're a novice and you've been doing this, this is a really cool idea. So everybody can do this.
Right.
Pretty cool.
All right, so
Now,
what we're gonna do.
my circle might be just a little bit small, so I would, just how I was tracing it.
Right. Okay, so what we're gonna do is if you see the circle here, you're gonna take your drill bit, and on the inside of the circle, you're gonna start by drilling a bunch of holes. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Now the more holes that you drill, the easier it's gonna be on the next step. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill a few more. All right. So I'll go ahead and show you on this what the next step is. So now we have a circle. We're gonna just take our razor blade and go along that line careful not to cut yourself, but you're just gonna kind of cut out that circle. And if you're a little big or a little small, it's okay because we're gonna be filling it in with that silicone, remember?
Look how easily that knife cuts through that. So this is a new blade, right?
Yeah, I just put a new blade in this so that I don't cut myself.
Very good. Okay, so let's see how we did.
It goes the other way.
That's right.
Perfect. Now that's the perfect fit right there. Now I'm gonna bring this over so you can see. We don't have any major gaps on the outside, which is what you want. And you see how it's pointing down. You'll really want that to be pointing down so they can get to the feed and the feed doesn't just run out later.
So we're gonna go ahead and repeat the same thing for the second hull, right?
Right.
Awesome. Okay.
You wanna do this one?
Sure.
One thing that's really important, if you're doing it inside the chicken coop like we are, make sure you clean up all these little blue specks so the chickens don't think it's a treat. Wouldn't be very good for your eggs.
Not very healthy for the chickens.
Perfect. Okay, so now you go ahead and stick them both in there. And make sure on the inside that you have them pointing down where the chickens are going to be able to get to the food fairly easily. Now we're going to take this silicone here and we're just going to caulk all the way around the outside. It doesn't have to be pretty, but just something to hold it in and to keep the water out.
So what kind of caulk are we using?
So the best would be a silicone based caulk. This happens to be a paintable silicone, just what I had lying around. Again, something just waterproof that's going to hold up. And once you get this silicone, you're going to want to let it dry, preferably overnight before you put any feed in it. Make sure you give it a good rinse and dry it out. You get all that blue shavings off of it. And we'll flash forward.
That was super simple.
Yeah, very simple.
Wow.
Now all you
Did
need
you guys
to
see
do,
how easy that was?
all you're gonna do tomorrow or 24 hours later, fill this thing completely full of feed and none of it will come out full of feed. Put a lid on there and set it out for the chickens, and they'll
Just
enjoy.
the bucket lid is going to be fine. Cool.
And that way, with our chickens, we probably fill this up every 3 weeks or so, depending on how many chickens you have and what else you give them.
Do you mind if I grab this other one just to kind of show them what it looks like actually? It's just going to have your basic bucket lid on top. It's got the pieces on the side like we showed you. It's filled with chicken feed. Sorry, I'm done with your chicken feed.
I'll get it.
It's filled with chicken feed and allows them to be able to feed themselves. Pretty cool, huh? I really love this project. That's awesome.
I love this system. See, that probably took us 5 minutes to put this whole thing together. Under $10. Totally do it yourself with tools that everyone has at their house. If you don't have a drill, you can just simply do it with a razor blade. It's cheap, efficient, and easy.
All right, hey guys, thanks for watching. Trev, thank you for showing us that. That's really awesome.
Yep.
I'm really excited to put this together on my own homestead in the future. So super excited.
Yeah, and don't forget, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share our channel. We're trying to grow, and the more people we get, the more we're able to do projects like this and share them with you guys so that we can all grow this homesteading community together. All right, well, thanks for Adam with Enduring Ascent, check out his videos. He has a lot of motivational stuff on his channel. Amazing stuff to help you get through your checklist and help you be a more motivated, positive, forward-thinking person. I'll leave the descriptions on how to contact him and his link for his channel below. You guys have a wonderful day. See you till next time.
Take care, guys.